Evening, everybody. We are back. We are live. We're hanging out, and I am here for it. Though Daniel Snow doesn't even he's so excited to see us, and it's nice to have you back in the chat, my friend. It's been a few weeks.
Yeah, I
Sorry,
agree. I
my
was I
bad,
was
Justin.
I was thinking about you this morning when I knew that we were going to go live here. That I was hoping I would hear from you, Daniel. And hey,
Corey,
Corey, woo!
God, I miss Corey. I was just thinking about Corey yesterday because we haven't talked to him in a minute. Corey, we got to get you back on Three Geeks.
Yeah, we definitely got to get you on the PVD cast again as well. Why are you muting yourself, Jason?
Because my daughter decided to slam the door in the middle of my talking, so
Oh,
I had to improvise.
okay, all right,
That's why I suddenly started talking really, really fast and then hit mute. Because I knew
all
it
right.
was coming. I tried, dude. So tonight, behind a little behind the scenes, something we've never done on the show is brought on a guest when we do our what we've been watching. But I tried to get a guest to come on to help me talk about something that I'd been watching, but unfortunately it couldn't work. But so Destiny and I are going to record a Wicked review tomorrow night. But I was going to
Uh,
surprise you and bring up a friend to talk about what I've been watching. That'd be fun.
so you went and saw Wicked for
Mm-hmm.
good, and you
Mm-hmm.
really liked it, from what I understand. I saw all your shorts.
Really liked it. 5 out of 5 for both movies combined for me. But I admit it on Three Geeks. I'm very biased when it comes to Wizard of Oz stuff. There's very little bit that I dislike. And with as good as Wicked is, it's it's everything I could have imagined. And the second one is, oh my God, dude, it's so good. The way they handle the Wizard of Oz story, any lesser film would have shown us everything with Dorothy. Like, honestly, I am shocked. And I said this on Three Geeks last night too. I'm shocked they didn't try to split Wicked into 3 movies and then give us the entire Wizard of Oz story within the Wicked story. And the fact that they, spoiler alert, but they more or less ignore the Wizard of Oz story in the sense that we don't see them get from A to B. Like, we see them when it affects the wizard, we see them when it affects the witch, but other than that, we don't see how, we don't see the whole journey of Dorothy and crew. And I really like how they handled that. Like, we know the story. I wish they do that with superhero movies, like with origin stories. Like, we know, we get it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one thing that I really appreciated in Wicked for Good is that we know the story of Dorothy. Like, they don't even show you Dorothy's face because they want you to be able to use your version of Dorothy. You only see her from behind, and pretty much that's it, from the side a couple times. But Ariana Grande's acting in the second half of this series is phenomenal. I was shocked. It's really good. The whole thing. Cynthia Erivo is really, really good. Jeff Goldblum. Max and I were talking about this. There's a moment in Wicked where he stops being Jeff Goldblum and he actually like it just. I've never seen him give that layer of emotion before, and it was a surprise. And Jeff Goldblum's a fine actor. I love Jeff Goldblum. I've never seen him take it to that level. So I was yeah, very excited when I left the theater, and I can't wait to see the stage show.
Oh, it's urged you, or it's made you want to go check out the stage show, huh?
I've always wanted to see the stage show,
Oh,
but
okay,
they're expensive. But now I'm a lot more motivated to go.
okay, all right. Well, hey, you don't have to get the front row seats. You can get balcony. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, man, Wicked made like $300 million this weekend, so I'm gonna put $100 on the table if anybody wants to take my bet that they will start adapting the second book in the Wicked series ASAP.
Oh, if there's money to be made, you better believe they're going to do that. Absolutely.
ASP. There's 4 or 5 books in the series. We're gonna get them. We're gonna get them all, and I put money on it.
All right. Well, so with that, that's not officially what we've been watching, but let's go ahead and let's officially kick that off, that little segment that we like to do. So, what have you been watching, Jason Taylor?
Dude, I watched one of the. It's so good. So I'm one of those people where I will usually watch 6 episodes of a series in a binge, and if I really, really like it, I will stop and save the last couple for the next day. So I started the show Chad Powers, which came highly recommended from my friend Autumn. It's got Glenn Powell plays the role. He's a burnout from college. Like he fumbled the big championship game. He's a joke on all the sports casts. So he goes his father is a makeup artist in film, so he puts on some makeup and some cosmetics, goes to college for tryouts, makes the team as a starter, and it's about this wacky character that he creates so he can play football again. And the show is funny. And so we're getting to the end of episode 6, and I can't wait for more. And it's only 6 episodes to a season. I was so sad. I didn't want it to end. And, that's a sign of a good show when you're like, oh, but it's been renewed. Glenn Powell's amazing in this show. It's called Chad Powers, John. You need to move it up on your list.
You know what? When I first saw ads for it, I thought it was a ripoff of Eastbound and Down, to be honest. And I'm like, I'm not checking that out until somebody gives me a reason to. So I will take that into consideration.
Yeah, it was so funny. Oh my God, I laughed so much.
Well, we have some comments from Dan and Corey. So Justin, if we can get those up on the screen. I've been watching through the MCU movie Wise, Tacoma FD TV series Wise, and WCW Thunder episodes from 2000 Wrestling Wise. No, I'm not a sadomasochist, LOL. Well, Daniel, I'm going to say that I don't know about that. That watching WCW Thunder, man, you have to wade through a bunch of crap to get to anything that's good. But, more power to you, man. More power to you.
Dude, hold on one second. Applause to Daniel. You did something, Daniel, that I've always wanted to do. He called into the Stern Show and got live on the air and sent me a copy of the recording.
Oh, yeah.
He's the one who broke Dick Cheney's death to him. And kudos, Daniel. You did it great. It was a great call in. Like, fantastic, man. I'm so jealous.
Well, Corey says we took the kids to see the stage show of Wicked and loved it years ago. I still need to see the movies. I'm in that same boat. I haven't seen either the stage show or the movies yet. So, can I ask real quick? Is Wicked for Good? Is it about 3 hours, Jason?
Wicked for Good is shorter than the first
Okay.
half. It's about 2:15.
Okay. Just curious on that because I know my wife would ask because that's kind of what held us up with not wanting to watch it. We wanted to watch it together, and she was like, I don't want to put in a 3 hour, on the night that we thought about watching it. But Daniel says, same John, love Eastbound and Down. Eastbound and Down is fantastic. I love all of the Danny McBride comedies that he puts out. Fantastic.
I need to watch Eastbound and Down. I think I would really dig it.
I think you would. I really do. I think you would dig it. Have you watched the Righteous Gemstones?
No, but you know as well as I do, especially since I am trying to stay as current as possible for the show Jamie and I do. It's really hard to go backwards.
Yeah.
It is like next to impossible. And I watched another show called The Devil in Me with Matthew Rhys and Claire Danes. And if those two are not nominated for Emmys, I will be shocked.
Okay.
Highly recommend on Netflix.
Is it like a suspense, a drama, a horror? What kind of genre is it?
She plays an author who moves. This guy moves in next to her, and he may have killed his wife. And it's kind of about he's a prominent figure in construction, so she suggests, let me write an biography about you, and let's get your word out so people know that you're not this guy, and it's about whether or not he is that guy. And it is so well done. So well done. Oh my God, it's so good. That's another one I binged in a night. 8 episodes up till 2 a.m. I'm making horrible decisions with my sleeping schedule.
You are. But to be honest with you, that's something that you do. You have been known to mess up your sleep schedule just to watch movies or TV.
Mm-hmm.
No.
That's true, man. And then one other thing. I'm sorry, John. I don't mean to capitalize on all this. But Alan Ritchson, who plays Jack Reacher, and Kevin James made a movie together, and it is great. Not great as in the sense of this movie is amazing. It's not amazing. It's so unrealistic. It is silly, but it is so much fun. Alan Ritchson is one of those people that kind of like John Cena, where he commits to whatever bit is being asked of him in this comedy world. And oh my God, he's so funny.
What's that called? Because I just saw an ad for it.
Playdate.
Yes. Okay. I saw an ad for it, and I think I saw an ad online for it, and I'm like, okay.
Alan Tudyk plays the villain.
Oh, I'm sold.
And I watched one more thing. Sorry, sure. I think this might interest you. Allison Mack was on Michael Rosenbaum's podcast. Allison Mack, the one that was arrested for Nexium.
Yeah.
I listened to her interview.
Okay.
Because I like Michael Rosenbaum as an interviewer, and they were obviously on Smallville together, and he didn't go easy on her either. Like, he asked the tough questions, and it was a fascinating interview.
All right. Cool stuff. Well, you know what? I don't have much to talk about in terms of what I've been watching, but I did, as the last time that we recorded Mattalk, I was mentioning how I was very excited to check out John Carpenter's very first movie ever, Assault on Precinct 13. I watched it. It's really good. I will say this, that it definitely does have the feel of a very, I don't want to say cheap, but very inexpensive film, as the budget was like $100,000 or $125,000. But it's a really good tale. It's really well done. I enjoyed it. I recommend anybody who wants to check it out to definitely do so. It's available over on Tubi. Go ahead, insert joke here about my love of Tubi.
Hey, man.
Okay.
Like what you like.
All right. Anyways, I highly recommend it. Great film. Really dig it. Now, I don't know if I'll watch the remake. I might. I don't know. I mean, it does. The remake does have Ja Rule in it.
The
Tubi.com coupon code is PVDcast. That's actually that's for a free subscription, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, free, 100% free Tubi.
100% free. You
can only get free Tubi from Mr. Orlando.
There you go. That's the deal. Anyways. All right, Jason, are you ready to talk about this episode?
I can't believe that's the only thing you've watched in 2 weeks, John, but yes, dude, I 100% am.
Dude, wait, before we go on, before we get to our opening statements, hold on. I will justify that I've fallen into this kind of pattern of, do I want to go to bed early and be well rested for the next day, or do I want to watch a movie or TV show? And most of the time it's, I want to go to bed early. And because of that, I've been watching a lot of like YouTube videos, like interviews with wrestlers, or Simon Whistler is a favorite of mine. If you don't know who that is, he has like a bunch of YouTube channels, but they're all about, why you don't want to live in Tehran, Iran, for an example. Or, I watched one that he did about the toughest prisons in Russia. And, so I'm watching these like 20-minute clips because then theoretically I'm like, well, I can still get to bed and get a decent night's sleep. So, but we have some more comments. Let's hear them, Justin. Hi, running late, but I'm enjoying a show on Hulu called High Country, crime drama thriller set in Australia, and I'm not done with it yet, but I haven't solved it either. Okay.
John, don't forget to DM Justin your rating for this episode.
Oh, that's right. We'll do that here in a minute. Daniel agrees with me on this one. I thought you would. Assault on Precinct 13 is a cult classic. Great horror vibes and a suspense action flick. Yep, absolutely. Fantastic.
Well, I did watch one more thing that I completely forgot about, and I did cry during Rory's graduation. I am on season 4 of Gilmore Girls.
You are...
I'm digging it, man. I love the show so much. Sean Gunn, so good. All right. Anyway, John, what do you think?
Wait a minute. We should explain to the folks what we're doing here. Okay. All right. Okay. So what we decided to do the last couple of times that we've recorded is for yours truly and Jason to really prematurely give our total score before we actually reveal it. So it's like a prediction. So I have to send mine in to Justin. Justin's going to be the keeper of the scores so that we can't cheat. All right. Have you sent yours over to him?
I did. I DM'd him. DM him. Don't put it in our group chat.
No. I almost did, to be honest with you. I was like, oh, no, wait. That's the group chat.
I know my friend. I know my friend well. So my prediction for your score is a 2.5.
2.5. Okay. My prediction for your score, I'm going 3.5.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right. Well, let's go ahead, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get on into our opening statement. The episode is called The Mark, and the original air date is February 4th, 1993. And do we have a guest star that we do have to talk about? And to be honest with you, I'm a little bit shocked at his resume. Of course, I'm talking about Randy Travis, who will be playing the role of Billy Wheeler. But you may know him for some of other work that he has done, such as the voice of Pork Chop on the animated show On the Farm. He's also played the role of Shoehorn on Blue's Clues. He's played the role of Ken Adams in Fire Down Below. He's played the role of Clay Trainer in A Holiday to Remember. And then he has a bunch of as himself credits as well. I got to be honest with you. I didn't think he had that many credits, but he has quite a few, man.
Did you mention Young Guns?
No, I forgot that he was in Young Guns.
Yeah, and The Rainmaker.
I'm not familiar with Rainmaker. Can I be honest with you? That's why I didn't put it down.
Rainmaker is a John Grisham movie that recently got turned into a TV show. Both are good.
Okay. So we have him there not only as an actor, but as a singer, as we'll find out here. As many
and one of the most obnoxious guest stars in Matlock history.
Really?
Oh my God, he's so annoying.
Okay.
He's so dumb. You don't. Oh, we'll get to it. You don't tell somebody you just started dating that you won the lottery. How stupid can you be? Or if you won the lottery, be like, she doesn't want me for my money. Of course she does.
All right. Well, let's get on into it. Let's talk about our other guest star, or a couple of other guest stars, I should say. Robert Curtis Brown will be playing the role of Larry Boone. You may know him as Andrew Price in The Handmaid's Tale. Under Sheriff Cade Wyatt on CSI Vegas. What the heck is an under sheriff? I don't even know what that is.
I don't know either.
Is he like the, I don't know, like the substitute teacher, if you will, sheriff, or like what does that mean?
Maybe deputy?
Deputy? He's like vice president like level. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he also played Todd in Trading Places, Paul Montgomery on Station 19, William White on Dear White People, Mike Holman on Barry, General Brown in Men Who Stare at Goats, and a whole host of other credits to his name. Which, Jason, have you ever seen The Men That Stare at Goats?
I have not.
Okay, I saw it. I wish I didn't see it because it's weird. Very weird.
Okay, so I'm going to tell a story. It's going to get a little on the line of what we usually do on Mattalk, but he was also in Mr. Bean. And when I was in high school, me and my friends wanted to watch an adult video. And we looked everywhere and we could not find one. And then we finally was like, let's watch Mr. Bean. We put Mr. Bean in and it was an adult video.
Wait a minute. Wait. You wanted to find an adult video.
Mm-hmm. In high school, we were dumb kids.
Okay. And you found it. And
we didn't find one. We just decided to watch Mr. Bean. We put Mr. Bean and somebody had switched the tape. And we got our adult video anyway, which was, yeah.
Where was this at? Where did you get the adult film from?
It was in my friend Tam's basement.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't like you rented it from like a rental place.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Okay. Comment from Dan popping up here. Randy Travis was also in Black Dog with Yes, that's right. He was. I was actually 1 year from hatching when the episode first aired. Well, there's something else too, real quick, I'll get to in a minute that's interesting in terms of the timeline of this episode.
Dude, so sorry, I got another story that's on the line. I apologize to our fans right now, but it's there. So on TikTok, I saw somebody put that their safe word was meatloaf because they will do anything for love, but they won't do that. I thought it was funny. Sorry.
It's all right. That's a good one.
It's a good one.
Let's talk about our last guest star, Michael Harding as Don. You may know him from his role as Dean Woods in Roofman, Poe in Halt and Catch Fire, Governor Parsons on The House of Cards, Carl Barkley in Nashville, Gil Everett in Sleepy Hollow, Dr. Anada on The Young and the Restless, E.V. Benjamin in Secretariat, General Baker in Army Wives, Marshal Bill Nichols in Justified, and a handful of other credits to his name. Real quickly, did you watch House of Cards?
I did watch House of Cards. I loved House of Cards. I did not watch the final season when it was just her, which I should have. I didn't watch. I mean, there's no other reason not to watch it other than I didn't.
I just don't dig it. I watched a couple of episodes and like it just made me like even more apathetic towards our government. Like I was like, I don't care about this. I couldn't because I'm like people would talk about it like at work and be like, oh, can you believe? And I'm like, yeah, I believe that they would do that to somebody, that they would openly encourage somebody to commit suicide. Yeah, I believe that that's how it works in Washington, D.C. Yep. Not shocked at all.
Yeah,
anyways,
that was an intense show. I get it.
Yeah. So here's the interesting fact I found. Speaking of the lottery, the Georgia lottery didn't start until the episode actually aired. So in June of '93 is when the Georgia lottery first became a thing. And this episode theoretically happens in February of 1993. So I was taken back by that because I thought like lotteries were established like way back in the early 80s, I thought. I didn't think it was like 1993.
Georgia's behind the time. I mean, you don't have traffic. There's not a lot of people there. Maybe they didn't need a lottery yet. You watch Matlock. You've seen the streets. They're empty.
Yeah. Oh, I got you. That's why I kind of chuckled a little bit. So, anyways, all right. With that being said, then Jason,
No, you see, you did it again, man.
What?
You're gonna get a letter from our fan, which you guys can email us at benmattalk@gmail.com. Nina Rapetta was also a guest star in this episode. She was recently in The Black Phone as Sally's mother. She was in the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, Sponge Out of Water, which I slept through when I saw it in theaters with my kids. 88 episodes of Dawson's Creek as Bessie Potter. And then she's been in 4 episodes of Matlock.
Oh, which ones?
She was in, hold on, I'm pulling it up. Season 7's The Mark, and then she will be back in seasons 8 and 9.
Okay, there you go. We got something to look forward to because I was going to say, I don't remember. I looked over her IMDb and I didn't remember that. So, anyways. All right, man. Then now that we got that all cleared up, Jason, I got to ask you the question. Are you going to give us an opinion, your opinion, solely your opinion, so help you?
Dude, I'm down. Let's go.
All right, then it's time to testify.
Testify. Sorry, Liz's baby. We didn't mean to scare you by screaming into the microphone.
All right, The Mark. We have an opening scene where it's downtown Atlanta, and Randy Travis is walking down the street. Oh, I'm going to do this all episode. I'm going to try to refrain from using his actual name, but if I slip, I'm sorry. I wrote everything down as Randy. I don't know why I did that, but anyways.
Billy's not a hard name to remember. You love the name Billy.
I know.
Doesn't he play Billy in this? He's Billy, right?
He's Billy. Well, Billy is singing at a bar. And I had a question. Would this bar be technically considered a honky tonk? Jason, any ideas?
I was going to say something, but
I mean, what constitutes a honky tonk?
Dude, I have no idea. A bunch of white people in the mall bar. I don't know.
Okay.
I've always wondered that. What makes a honky tonk different? Is there like a lot of bricks and done?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just was curious, but don't worry. Billy is very good at singing. In fact, he gets a lot of applause, except from his boss, because his boss comes over and goes, "Hey, what are you doing? You're supposed to be working. You're supposed to be slinging beer. You're not supposed to be over there singing. What are you doing?" First of all, my question is, how did he not notice before that Billy was on stage? The stage is right there. you can probably see it with your own two eyes. And hello, how do you just all of a sudden act surprised at like, oh, Billy, you're playing music you shouldn't be? Anyways, it's here at the bar where Billy wins the lottery. And he then in the next scene, Ben and Leanne are sitting on the porch. They're running down all the different things that that needs to be done at the house. And of course, Ben is being very cheap when it comes to the Remo. So a honky tonk. Wait a minute, we may have an explanation here. There are a few places steeped in lore as much as honky tonks, but first things first, what even is a honky tonk? A honky tonk, to complicate matters, it was two different definitions. The word as we know it today is most often used to describe a bar in which country music is played. Okay. All right.
And done. I said it. See, I got it right.
You got it right. Okay. All right.
Boot, scoot, and boogie.
Well, a fancy truck pulls up. And by the way, he parks on the yard again. Isn't Ben going to get ticked off about people parking on the lawn?
Oh
Apparently
my God,
not.
man. Billy makes Don Knotts' character seem tolerable.
See, I didn't find him that he was that annoying. I mean, dim-witted, yes. Annoying, not so much. So Billy owns the truck, and he repays Ben his like $61, and he reveals that he won $250,000 in the lottery, right? And so, of course, we have Billy, played by Randy Travis. You know what we got to do? We got to have some musical interludes, Jason. And so we're going to have musical interlude number 1. Your thoughts on that interlude and that song that they picked?
I'm honestly, well, first off, we have no PIs in this episode again, which that's another thing that's driving me nuts. But I'm surprised with as big in the music as Andy Griffith was, even though I know this wasn't a thing until like 99, 2000, whenever Buffy season 6 hit. But I'm surprised he never did a musical episode.
Yeah, that's a good point. In fact, and again, I wrote down this question. I want to know the story behind why Randy Travis. Like, why was he selected? Like, why not Vince Gill? Why not Alan Jackson? Why not, Trace Adkins? Why not some of these other male country music singers? Why was it Randy Travis? I so want to know that. Like,
well, this was way before Trace Adkins' time.
Well,
I don't know a lot about country, but I know Trace Adkins, I believe, was post 2000. Maybe because Andy Griffith knew Randy Travis, and we just spent the last episode referencing the actual Randy Travis, and then he shows up in this one as our guest.
Well, no, he's still Billy in the first time we see him when he's in the house. Okay, all right, just making sure that we got that straight. So Dawn meets with Billy, and Dawn is just kind of talking to him about what he has done, and so Billy gets up and he's going somewhere in the bar, and he runs smack into this woman, and he spilt her drink on her dress. She broke her watch, and this is the first time where I went like this and said, "Please don't be so stupid, Billy." But he was stupid because he offered to dry clean her clothes and to fix her watch. And Billy even asked, "Hey, do you mind if we have dinner?" But all along, I was like, this is a setup. Billy. Well, Billy,
if I ever won the lottery, no more friends. I'm done making friends because I know who they're not there for, and they're not there for me. My old friends get a hookup, but anybody new, sorry. I'm good with what I got.
And that's the way it should be.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Billy drives to Judy's place, and the watch was broken beyond repair. So what did he do? He bought a new one. And then didn't he have it engraved? I think that is a little bit pushing the envelope there. It's okay to fix a broken watch, but to get it engraved as well, that's a little psycho if you ask me.
I mean, you got your arm engraved.
What? What are you talking about?
You got a tattoo, didn't you, of your girl or wife?
No, I did not. A funny story. I wanted to get.
You wanted to.
I wanted to get the ring. I wanted to get a ring tattoo, and she refused to do it. She's like, "That's gonna hurt like HE double hockey sticks, and we're not doing it." I'm like, "All right, fine." I
Well,
was
John, I
down.
mean that's a commitment.
Hey, what can I say? Anyways, Justin with the face tattoo joke.
Justin said, "Get her face tattooed on your face, like Mike Tyson." You should, dude. That's brilliant. See, Justin is like a sneak attacker.
Anyways, Judy mentions how there's a bar business that she's in. She's trying to get this nightclub up off the ground, and then a guy named Jack shows up. He's her business partner and former lover. Which, look, man, I think there's an old saying that you don't want to crap where you eat, and this is a fine example of that, my man. But Jack gets a little handsy with Judy, and he takes a swing at Billy, and Billy KOs him. I have to say, the guy that played Jack, his acting is whack. I'm telling you, he was not selling me on those lines. And it might be the fact that I looked him up in IMDb. He doesn't have that many credits to his name. So there might be a reason for that. So the country club bar is being built. Judy takes Billy there for some reason. I don't know why. And he meets Franklin and Larry. All right. And Franklin and Larry, they drop the bad news that Jack is pulling out. And so basically, Billy feels guilty because he knows he's the reason why he's pulling out, just to be vindictive. And so Billy brings up that, hey, he would like to get involved in the bar business. And he's going to give $200,000 to these guys. First of all, side note, real quickly. Speaking of being in the bar business, that is the one thing that Bar Rescue taught me, because for a long time, I thought as I retire, I'll get a bar. I'll start my own bar. It'll be fun to own a bar. No, it's not. It's a lot of hard work, according to that show, which I believe is probably, I know some things are like elevated and blown out of proportion for dramatic effect, but still, there seems to be a lot of work in owning a bar.
I think owning a bar would be dope. But yes, no, it's a lot of work.
It is. I agree. So
we'd have karaoke every night if I owned a bar.
We would have wrestling on the TVs every time.
Justin would be singing our opening number every day. Three Geeks Bar.
Three Geeks Bar. There you go.
You come in, Justin singing theme songs to TV shows.
You said Justin put Orlando Sliders and Slammers. That would be on the menu. That would be.
That sounds great. Yeah.
All right. I also wrote down that Billy needs to get this in writing. But over the next couple of nights, Billy comes to the bar and he finds out that everybody's packing up the bar because Judy never paid anybody, any of the contractors, and stole all the money. My question is, why is Franklin dressed up like a cheap cowboy? Like, he looks like a Dollar Tree cowboy in the outfit that he's wearing. Like, I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? So Billy goes to Judy's place to get his money back, and he finds her dead, and he touches the gun to get it out of the way. And of course, a neighbor sees him leaving the scene of the crime. All of the things that you hate in an episode, Jason. That's all you can muster?
Billy. Oh, Billy.
Anyways, well, the cops nab Billy before he gets too far from the house, and they find some blood on his shirt. So Billy's in jail. Ben visits him, and Ben says, hey, Judy's got a long rap sheet, all right? And she's kind of, shady as all get out. And Ben runs down what the cops have on him, which is, of course, the blood on the shirt, leaving the scene, etc., etc. So Ben, Leanne, and Billy go to Judy's place. And there's a gym shirt, and maybe that might be a clue. We're not sure, but there's like laundry sitting out, and they were like, I wonder who wears this. So Leanne interviews Judy's partners, and they know nothing. And Larry tries to fight Billy over Larry's money because Billy shows up for some reason. We don't know why. And so the only way that this fight could be broken up is if Leanne hits people with a broom, which kind of made me chuckle that she's got the spine, so to speak, to grab a broom and start whooping rear end right then and there in the bar. I want to see her whoop some tail end too when she has her moment with old Ace Calhoun too. But I digress. Leanne and Billy, they confront Jack. Jack has an alibi. He was at the movies with a date. But yet, when Leanne drops Billy off at his apartment, she notices that there's sap that was stuck to the front of her car, which, by the way, that's a pet peeve of mine. I hate it. I dislike that so much because it's a pain in the neck to get off and whatnot. So Billy goes into his apartment and it's ransacked. And add insult to injury, they broke his guitar.
Oh,
how
no,
dare you.
Billy.
Oh, no. By the way, I threw this in here because of Billy's wardrobe, because you know me, I'm the wardrobe Nazi, so to speak, on this podcast. There's a lot of Canadian tuxedos in this episode. And if you don't know what that is, Google it. Anyways, you know what you don't know what it is?
No.
Oh, okay. You let me know when you Google Canadian tuxedo, what you get.
That must be an elderly man's saying. I'm getting a picture. I'm going to pull up a photo for our listeners, and I apologize for our audio-only listeners.
There you go. While you do that, I'm going to finish this note real quick that Billy goes to Larry's place and finds him, and yet again, they tussle because Larry wants his money back, et cetera, and he thinks Billy has it. Do you have your Canadian tuxedo ready to go, sir?
You're so impatient, John. Yes, I do have my Canadian tuxedo. Man, they just got a good fashion. Look at that.
Jeans on top of jean. And you know what? Randy Travis even trumps it by having a jean shirt. So there's a jean on top of jean on top of jean. It's a hat trick of jean, if you will.
That's just good fashion, guys. Jorts are in.
All right, we cut to a scene at police headquarters where Ben bails out Billy. And Ben has somebody following Larry and found out, like, hey, Larry's doing this and doing that, which, again, we don't find out who's actually following him, but this would be a great place for, I don't know, Conrad to be inserted or, Daniel Roebuck's character to be thrown in this.
Yeah, what's his character's name again? I can't remember. Is it Billy too?
No, Billy is his father.
Yeah,
Billy is his father. Daniel Roebuck's character. Oh my God, I'm blanking out on it.
Yeah. Well, we've only seen him once.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Shoot, somebody help us out in the chat. Throw it out there, if you will.
I want their work schedule. Show up for a week and then take the next 8 weeks off.
And still get paid?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there you go. So Leanne confronts Franklin about the sap on his car, right? And he seems to know an awful lot about Billy's apartment, and he's very tongue-in-cheek in it, all right, about, what happened to the apartment.
Cliff Lewis, thank you.
Cliff Lewis, thank you, because Billy Lewis is the father. Thank you, Daniel. I don't know why I blanked out on that.
Wait a minute. Skip over this. Yes, thank you, Daniel. Anyway, we don't need to talk about the whale thing. Tune in to 3 Geeks if you want to know what that is. Continue, John.
Anyways, moving on. Billy's now doing investigating. Is this legal for him to do? Because that was my part. Like, he starts now, like, Billy meets with Shirley and he's trying to get some information from her and kind of was being a little bit super creepy. Billy and Ben talk about Jack's alibi. Like, there seems to be like a little bit of like, I don't think legally you could do this. I don't think that if Jason, you were arrested for murder, that you could go about and try to solve your own mystery, so to speak.
No, I would not do that. I don't want to be involved.
No, because I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Well, Ben has a surprise for Billy, and it's not a bag of Doritos. No. It is a new guitar. And we have musical interlude number 2.
And I would like to ask our audience real quick, if you think that Doritos are a salty snack, please comment. No biases from either one of us, but we're just curious for science. All right, John, continue.
Well, wait a minute. Time out. I propose this. There are many different flavors of Doritos, so maybe as
Cool Ranch,
I'm thinking, okay, Cool Ranch. I don't know Cool Ranch. I'd have to have some. I don't like Cool Ranch, so I haven't had any in.
That's the best Dorito, John. You're just wrong.
No, the original, true. Cool Ranch in specific.
Justin, I said not biased.
Well, anyways, we can argue about this off air, but anyways, Leanne and Billy, they follow Jack, and what they find out is that Jack stops at Larry's place, and then the cops swoop in from nowhere and they arrest Jack and Franklin. Here is what I really enjoyed. Jack and Franklin had Larry as the mark. I don't know about you, but I thought Larry was in on it. I thought the mark was going to be somebody else. And so for that little switcheroo, I thought was pretty good. But the problem is, even with arresting Jack and Franklin, they have an alibi and they don't have the money. In fact, no one has the money.
Yeah, they want the money. That's what they're looking for.
That's what they're looking for. So Billy and Ben, they go through Judy's stuff looking for a clue, but there's nothing there except for a suitcase that's full of nothing but clothes. All right. I like that we cut to the courtroom scene and Ben asked for leniency. I don't remember what the actual supposition, I think, was the name. It's basically leniency. And of course, he gets it. Larry is on the stand, and Larry claims that he was at home when the murder took place. But Larry had a Mr. Hogan do some work at his house, and Mr. Hogan had called Larry and says, hey, we're not doing any more of this rebuild until you give us some money. And so that was kind of a little bit of a hint that Larry kind of didn't have the money. And so he was much more of a suspect here. I did throw in, because I'm an immature individual, when you looked at when Ben went through the suitcase, I would have laughed if he would have held up like her panties and then got all giggly and that, like he does. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, we can't have two of those episodes in a week.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But basically what Ben's trying to say is that it's odd for a woman to just have clothes. That women, they bring shoes, they bring their clothes, they bring their makeup, they bring their hair product and all this jazz, which, by the way, side note, I think is a little stereotypical, Ben. Come on. You could be better than that. So is there a second suitcase involved? All right. Well, the watch from earlier was found in Larry's bedroom. All right. So basically that puts the nail in the coffin and will at least allow Billy to not face charges and it gets cleared of things. But I don't know if do you think it's enough to maybe arrest Larry on? Because so he doesn't have any money to finish the bills. He has a suitcase that has all the women's clothes in it. You know, like, again, seems like there's not enough to hold him on, but definitely he has enough to maybe get Billy off. And we have a comment from somebody. Random Rick Reviews. Did Matlock get a hot dog in this episode? No, he did not, actually.
He didn't in the last one either. He just talked about him.
That's right. He just talked about him. So anyways, we have musical interlude number 3, where Ben talks to the boss about keeping Billy with the band. I like that Ben is dressed up in his best cowboy gimmick as well. I like that Leanne is dancing with some weird old guy with a creepy mustache. And that ends our analysis, ladies and gentlemen, our rundown, or whatever you want to call it, of the mark. Jason, do you have anything you want to add in?
No.
Okay. Then let's go ahead and get on into our closing statements.
This is the part of the podcast where John and I will rate the show on a gavel system. 1 gavel means 5 gavels means we absolutely loved it, and negative 30 gavels means that we are going to become house painters. I gave this episode a 3. It's fine. Billy I found obnoxious. I don't know why I found him obnoxious, but I did. I might have just been in a bad mood yesterday, but yeah, the episode was fine though. Like there's nothing. It was evenly paced. It was a good episode of Matlock overall, but something about Billy just drove me nuts.
Okay. Jason, do you want me to reveal my prediction?
You already revealed your prediction.
Yeah, but you want the score that I was going to give you, the gavels.
You told me at the beginning. You said 3.5 is what I was going to give it.
Oh yeah. So I'm in kind of the margin, right?
Yeah, you're close.
Okay.
What did you give it, John?
Okay. I guess I'm confused as to, so what did I send over to Justin? Did I send over my rating or your rating?
Your rating.
Okay. All right. Okay. Because I thought that I did it right, but for a minute I was confused. Okay. My rating, I gave it four gavels. I really like this episode.
Wow.
I like the twists and turns of the con artists. I thought that again, not seeing that, I thought Larry was in on it. I got to give it to the writers to bring back a character that we haven't seen. I liked that Randy Travis returned. I also have to say that going into it, I was like, is he going to be able to be any good? He being Randy Travis. I thought he did a pretty decent job acting. I mean, for a guy that sings, and I know some people might say, well, singing's much like acting. I don't know. I think they're two different disciplines, So I thought he did good. Who I didn't think did well with the acting, and thank God he was only in a small, like maybe 5 minutes of the show, was the character of Jack. I thought his character was lousy, just the way he was very one-dimensional and stiff. So I didn't dig it. But 4 overall, man.
Yeah. Very good.
Okay. Do we have any other comments from the listeners, Justin? LOL, I always like that show. Thanks, Random Rick Reviews. All right then, Jason. What's happening? Let's start wrapping up some things. I can't talk. Let's start wrapping up some things with telling us what's going on with 3 Geeks Podcast.
First of all, everybody, you guys can email us any questions, comments, concerns at benmattalk@gmail.com. 3 Geeks Podcast. Justin had an amazing interview with visual effects guy, and that will come out this week, I think on Wednesday. So super excited about that. And then we're live Saturdays at 7 p.m. And it's very important that everybody lets me know if Doritos are a salty snack. Again, it's for science. So you guys can get at me at 3GeeksJ. Tag Justin, which is Karch Behind the Lens on Instagram, and let him know as well what your answer is. But yeah, no, it's we got a lot happening, so much. And I have exhaustively kept up to 3 to 4 shorts a day, and it's a lot. It doesn't seem like a lot. Like in theory, it's like, oh, this is easy, but you got to remember to post it. Like you got to drop everything you're doing and try to be consistent, and it's exhausting.
Well, such is the life of a podcaster.
Yeah.
By the way, you can also find us on Facebook at Mattalk Podcast, as well as find us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, all of the affiliated Facebook accounts. What, did I miss one, Jason?
Huh?
Did I miss one of the outlets?
No.
Oh, you're still talking smack with Justin.
Yeah, Justin and I are having an A&B conversation.
Okay. All right. Well, anyways, what's going on with the PVD cast? Well, the PVD cast is, again, my own personal podcasting project. New episodes drop on Thursdays. Wherever you find great podcasts, you can hear it. Right now, the current episode is a great discussion with fellow podcaster and wrestling fanatic Gerald Glassford. He and I talk about what's gone wrong with AEW. And I'm going to be honest, I know some people might give me flack, but we're going to touch on the positives, the negatives, and also maybe some of the fixes to what would make that promotion super strong and be not so laughable at times. So check it out. Again, it's over at pvdcast.com or wherever you find great podcasts.
John, we have one more comment.
Okay. Let's pull it on up. 3.5, possibly 4, had Leanne not made that cringy comment saying Billy sounded like Randy Travis when they hear him on the call. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. I did. I forgot all about that. That was a very interesting comment there. That
Does that bring your score down to 2.5, John?
No, I'm keeping it at 4. I think it was a good episode. So, anyways, with that, then shall we get on out of here, Jason?
We shall.
And as they say in court,
Nothing further.